My darlings, how are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. Let me just get my live up on my other account so I can see. It will go live in a second. But yeah, how are we all doing? We all doing good. I hope that we are. Just finding my Discord. Give me one sec. Hang on. So yeah, how's everyone doing? We all good? Everyone having fun today? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope that we're all doing so. Hello Alicia, my darling, how are you? By the way, guys, I will be live again at 2 p.m. with a friend. It will only be on TikTok, though. Just have to do it through a TikTok studio. This Streamlabs doesn't allow it. Love the background, thank you. Well, I thought as we're no longer in Christmas or Yule, I managed to find this really nice background that's still like wintry, but it's pagan-y at the same time. Un momento. So yeah, I thought it'd be like the best sort of thing. It looks really nice. I like it. So yeah, we went for it. But yeah, by the way, guys, it's free yes or no's. Anything else is paid. Okay. Just pop my other post my story. La-dee-dee, la-dee-dee. It's funny. I posted a video yesterday, my darlings. And it's basically saying your ex is not coming back. And do you know the funny thing is? It only got 10 likes. Where all my posts where it's quite positive about people coming back or anything like that, they get loads of likes. Just shows people don't want to hear the negativity. I'm good, thank you, my darling. Will you and your ex get back together? Talking of exes. Let's see. I feel once you guys start communicating, yes. But until you guys communicate, no. Okay. So you need to start working it out. Will S and you get married? Let's see. Will S and you get married? Let's have a look. Let's see. I feel like you will, my darling. Yes, you will get married. Okay. Hi, why is people constantly telling you that something is over? Like, what is that about? What? Why is people constantly telling me that something is over? What do you mean, my darling? Have I been good? I hope I have. Does Stefan like you sexual or more than just friends? More than just friends, my darling. Of course you can be added, my darling. Let me just do a couple of yes or no's and then I'll add you, okay, my darling? Should you break things off with your person? Yes. Thank you for the heart, me, my darling. How are you? Thank you for the shares, my darling. Thank you. But yeah. Dawn, has C got feelings for you? Let's see. Has C got feelings for you? Let's see. I feel like they do, my darling. C. Will C ask you out? No, I think it's going to be you who's doing the asking out, my darling, not C. Okay, to be quite frank. Happy Saturday, my darling. I went to say Sunday then. Why did I go to say Sunday? It's not even the end, even near the end of Saturday. You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you for the follow. Gina, thank you for your payment, boo. I was going to say something complete for what I was going to say. India, or Indie. even, is James going to give money back? The money he borrowed. Is he going to give you the money back that he borrowed? Let's see. He will, but not all of it. He's going to give probably about 20% at the moment, and then just keep doing recurring payments, okay, my darling? But right now it's just like every 20%, so that'll probably take 5 installments. Okay. Did I get your payment? I have, my darling, I have. Will M return? Let's see. I'm just doing a couple of yes no's and then I'll do the readings. I don't think that they will return, my darling. I feel like you've got a lot of faith in that they will, but I don't think that that's going to be enough to make them return, so no. Okay. Will S's mum agree to your marriage? Let's see. Yes. I'm good, thank you, my darling. I am having a great day. I've done a nice private today. I've got someone else that wants to book on Reddit. Thank you for the follow. I'm doing a co-host for the first time in about a year to 2 years. I am. So yeah, it's a good day. And I'm doing an adult panto later. Never done one before. I'm working at it, by the way, not in it. My God, you would never see me on stage. Thank you for the heart. I mean, hello, my darling. No, you would never see me on stage. Ugh, God no. Unless it's doing like the introduction or like a talk show, I could do that, but I could never do anything acting-wise. Does your crush Liam even? Does your crush Liam like you? And does he want to talk to you? Yes, my darling, yes. Okay. By the way, guys, if you have people's names that start with L, can you put the L as a capital, please? Just so I can tell the difference between the L and the I. Okay. And if it's an I, can you just leave it as lowercase? Just so I can tell the difference, okay? Because I am dyslexic. And the problem with the laptop is a capital I looks like a normal L. Okay, so sometimes I will get a little confused. If you could just do that, please, that'd be brilliant. Thank you. It just helps my dyslexia out. Is your work day gonna be good today? Let's see. Yes. Normally, if it's a text message, I don't really care because I'm not doing anything for that. It's just normal reading. But it's just so I get your names right. Put me there, I'll do it. You love performing. Alicia, we're different, my darling. I'm an introvert. You're an extrovert. So, Alicia, what is your question, my darling? And then it's Gina. You're on YouTube performing. Oh, what are you performing on YouTube? Do I want to know? How do you get a reading? Link in bio, please. I don't know why I said please. But yeah, link in bio, my darling. And then check out my price list as well, and that will give you all the prices. Musical. Oh, nice. The next person that asks me to add you on Discord, I'm just going to block. Okay? We don't like scammers. So, JJ and you. Okie dokie, let's have a look. We're using Lenormand for the first reading because it's just in my hands. You don't wear makeup, my darling. I've got, if you see a glow on my face, I have something called eczema. So I use something called Hydromol. I do. So that could be why my face looks a little glowy. There's no skincare routine. My voice is so... Oh, I also I've got a new shaver as well. My skin looks great, thank you. I've got a new shaver. That actually goes very close to my skin. So, you know what barbers use for your hair? I've been using one of those for about 6 years. So I've never had a clean cut. And then we've just bought me a proper shaver. It was meant to be 90 quid. It was 45. My parents bought it for me. I think they're trying to say something. And It's worked really well. It's an actual close shave. Thank you, my darling. But no, one does not wear makeup. It'll break me out with my eczema. Because I can't get it off because I can't use alcohol stuff on my face. Thank you, Tracy. So, Alicia, let's see what you get, boo. Alicia. Ooh, JJ's in a bit of a rest mood today, my darling. So his energy is very resting. Okay. I feel like he is being very honest towards you as well, my darling. So he's been very truthful. Everything that he says comes out truthfully. Okay, when he says his feelings for you, and when he actually is honest about his feelings, he's saying the truth. So when he says, oh, I like you, I want this, he's being honest. Now, the only thing that he's not been honest about is the sexual side of things, okay? I don't think he's actually talking about that because he doesn't see a point in it. If he doesn't want it, he sees no point in talking about it. So what I would say for you is that there is a positive thing here, is the fact that he isn't going, okay, for the sexy sex. Okay, my darling. What I would say here is I feel like he is going to get better, and I feel like the love is coming forward. I feel like he's going to be very loyal. Okay, my darling. He is going to be very loyal towards you. Okay. Crevy on Amazon is a game changer. Cleared my son up. Okay. Okay. Have a look at that. What I would also say here is I feel like he's going through a bit of a mental storm at the moment. So I feel mentally he's a little stormy. Okay. But I don't think that that's a bad thing, to be quite frank. When do you feel he will tell you his feelings? I feel he will tell you his true feelings in probably about the next week. Okay, in the next week. Okay, my darling. What I will also say here is I feel like he is going to show the undeniable love between the both of you, so the truth. It does look like he's been a little bit harsh on himself because he realizes that he hasn't treated you correctly. Okay, he hasn't treated you nicely. Good morning, my darling. Okay, and I feel like he's starting to realize how negative that he has been and how untruthful he has been. Okay, my darling. So what I would say here is I do feel like it is going to change for the positive. I feel like it is going to get easier. I do feel like it is going to get better. I also feel like he is going to give to you as well, my darling. Okay, so he is going to give you the positivity. He is going to give you the joy as well. And I feel like there is going to be a present towards you. Okay, it is strong love. We do have the bear. Okay, so it is true and strong love between the both of you. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Thank you for the roses. I'm talking softly today because my voice can't handle. So I'm going to have to use it later for shouty shout. I can tell it's going to be a lot of drunks. But I'm glad that made sense. I work on a theatre bar, and whenever it's something adult, everyone gets drunk for some reason. And then we have to shout for people to hear us. Or I have to shout, next please, because I'm at the other end of the bar and no one's listening. And they're like, oh. So yeah. Do I have... he says as he jokes. Do I have... un momento. Do I have Gina? I have to shout because my dog's going deaf. Aww. Sorry, boo. I don't know I'm apologising, but sorry to hear that, boo. I guess it does give it a good reason not to listen when it doesn't want to. I guess you can think of it in that way. She's 15. Okay, she's had a good life then. If she's lived that long, she's had a good life, my darling. Gina, is your leg pain coming from your back? Let's see. I feel it is, my darling. Yeah. It is, boo. What's your next question, my darling? Also, I need to find some headphones for later that have a wire. So if anyone could, so Alicia, if you could send me a text later just saying, don't forget to find some headphones with a wire, that'd be brilliant. And you, Mum, it's just whoever texts me. Thank you, Alicia. Gina, do you know when spine surgery will be in contact? Let's have a look. What I would say here is if they haven't been in contact and they have said that they will be, the best thing you can do is call them up. Okay. Hello, my darling. I'm good, thank you. Okay, the best thing you can do is call them up, so don't forget to do that. I feel that they will be in contact within the next 3 days, my darling. But what I would say is still call them up just to speed it up. Okay, so yeah, the next 3 days, okay? And would you like a reading or would you like one more yes or no? You have the choice between one more reading or yes or no. You've been calling but not getting away. That's fine, my darling. But yeah, just like text, email, call, spam it. Okay. Had me on TikTok for a while. That's fair enough, my darling. Good detox. Good detox, even. I am doing 3 yes or no's as well as readings, my darling. Any money coming your way? Let's have a look. Give me 1 second to clean my glasses. I picked them up earlier and put my finger on the actual lens by accident. Thank you for the heart, mate. For once, it wasn't my mother's fault. It was mine. No. Right, let's see. Hello, Jay. So let's see. Any money coming your way? Let's have a look. Today you made an apple pie. Nice. I like an apple pie. My mum used to, but she's allergic, so she can't eat them. So it's very rare we actually have apple pie anymore. You've got money coming your way, my darling. You've got money coming your way in about the next 2 months. Okay. The first month it's going to be a small amount. The next month it's going to be a big amount. And then once it starts the big amount on the next month, so in 2 months, it's going to continue at that rate. Okay, so your money's going to continue at a steady rate, okay? What I would say here, try and keep yourself in the loop, okay? And at the same time, you need to have faith in yourself. Have you been manifesting or praying for money? Like, have you done any manifesting for it at all? Trying to travel? No. Okay. Manifest. Put the work in and manifest. One thing I would say is, let me just check your following. I sound like a creep there, but let me check your following. So you've got 48 followers. What I want you to try and do, get to around about 100 plus and post as much content as you can. In doing so, you'll get the option to go live. Okay? And what you can do there is try and earn a passive income. Okay? So almost try and get people to come into your lives, donate. Okay, from that you can create a mini business and create passive income coming from that, like making merchandise for your fans and stuff. Okay, which they can buy, which will bring money in. Okay, so don't forget to try and do that. Okay, you're too shy. So you'll notice some of my videos, I'll show you, some of my videos don't have my face in. If I think I look ugly that day, or I think I just want people to look at the cards and not me, I will post a video like that. No face, nothing. Okay, just my hands and just my cards. And if I feel good, like today, I'll post. Okay, so what I want you to do is find something, okay, where you feel safe. Okay, and you feel like you can post. Okay. And that is how you're going to succeed, okay, my darling? Exactly, with or without face. Like if you do vlogging. So I remember when I first got Instagram, my mum said you can't have your face on it. And saying YouTube 9 years ago, I wasn't allowed my face on any sort of social media, but she's been a good parent and protecting my identity. So I did YouTube videos, you just saw my hands in the game. When I did vlogging, you saw what was in front of me. You never saw me, okay? And you don't have to use your voice. You can use AI. Give it a script, tell it what you want it to say, and it will do the voiceover. Okay? So you don't have to have your voice in videos, and you can make a passive income. And a nice thing about TikTok, although I don't like it as much, because I don't really buy off of it, because I use Amazon, because I'm fortunate to have money to be able to use Amazon and buy the more expensive stuff, okay, is you can do something called TikTok Shop. Okay, and become a TikTok Shop affiliate where you can like sell on TikTok, like buy, like get products given to you and do reviews on it. That will be your passive income, because people will go to your video, see it, and think, I'm going to buy that cart, and then when you buy off of it, the creator gets some of the income. Okay. Now I've got no income, so I can show you this bit because it's not anything personal, but as you can see, I've got 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't really do product reviews. I don't need to. Okay. But you could. And people will click on it and go, boing, I'll have that. Okay, thank you for subscribing, my darling. And they go, boing, I'll have that. And they buy it. Okay. And it's passive income. Okay, my darling. So, have a little go in that. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Everyone says I look like a 10-year-old kid. Don't worry, I apparently look like a 30 to 40-year-old. So, you're lucky. Okay, so do you see what I mean, my darling? Is if you want your money to get better, find ways. Okay, because it will get better. You got to put the work in, got to put the manifestation in, and got to find ways to do it. Okay. And sometimes that is quite simply just posting product reviews. And your reviews could literally be of the product with you talking about it. You don't have to be seen in it. The product could just be in front of you. And you could just be moving it around with your hand. Do fidget toys. Try them with your hands. Okay. I look at least 21, thank God, because I am 21. Thank God for that. Okay. But do you see what I mean now? Okay. Does that all make sense, my darling? Yeah, passive income is one of the best ways. It's not, it will never be a job. You will never earn enough to be a job unless you're really lucky. But it's a way to at least get money. Okay. So at least you still get some in there. Thank you for the follow. Is it possible you got scammed in your investment? Of course it is, my darling. Every time an investment is a scam at the start. Okay. But you're not guaranteed. Well, it's not a scam at all, to be quite frank. You're not guaranteed anything. Okay. So you're always at risk of it being a scam. You're always at risk of it failing. Okay. Doesn't mean it's a scam, though. Okay. I mean, I've invested in all of this. My laptop, my computer screen, my microphone, 400 decks of cards. Okay. Crystals and stands and shit. Okay. It could go up, it could go down. Every investment is a risk. Never a scam, just a risk. It is. And it can be very hard. And sometimes when you're investing in something, you can't just do it and think everything's going to be fine. It's not. Okay. Investing in stuff is probably one of the most dangerous things you can do. Okay? Because you never know what you're going to get out of it, and you never know if you're going to get anything out of it, to be frank. So remember that. Right, do I have Tracy? Do we have Tracy? Thank you for your patience, Boo. Hello, Tracy. So, Tracy, you're not a pain, my darling. Stop calling yourself a pain. Okay? Of course you can have a Celtic Cross, my darling. So you and Tony for reconciling his feelings. If there's anyone romantic, okay. Let's have a look. First of all, let's see if there's anything romantic. No. Okay, the only romantic is you, my darling. Okay, that's the only romantic person that is involved. Okay, there is no one else. Okay, so let's have a look at his feelings, actions, and reconciliation towards you. Let's see. I feel that his feelings are picking up, my darling. I do see reconciliation. We're looking at the reconciliation, still same timing as yesterday, my darling. Okay. What I would say here is I feel like he is still very loyal to you, and I still feel like he wants new beginnings. I still feel like he's being honest, okay, and I still feel like he's going to come forward and do an apology towards you for how he has treated you. What I would also say here is I do feel like there could be marriage between the both of you as well, my darling. Okay, so there is definitely a chance of marriage between the both of you, and I feel like there is more chance of communication. I feel like he's just got a massive choice to make, especially with the crossroads and the mice, my darling. He's got a lot going on mentally with the tower. He is trying to work himself out. He's just been held back and withdrawn. Okay, I'm using Lenormand, so before anyone goes tower's negative, it's not in Lenormand. It's all about work and everything like that. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is with the garden is there is going to be a meet-up between the both of you. You know he is always like this every year with you, my darling, okay? So don't get negative over it, okay? If he really didn't want to see you or really didn't want to reconcile, he would make that very, 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 very clear, okay? And we mean very clear. Okay, my darling. So what I would say here, everything's fine. It's just mental health. Okay, but you are his anchor. You are his safety. Thank you for the gifts, my darling. Okay, so he knows everything is going to work with you. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? Exactly. He'll be very blunt, my darling. Okay, and I mean so blunt that you wouldn't even need a reading on it. Okay. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Right, back to some yes and no's, my darlings, till the list gets full again. Oh, thank you for the bear gift. Thank you, my darling. I don't know why that didn't pop up on screen. That should have popped up. Actually, I don't know if it requires my face. Either way, it should have popped up. I don't know why it didn't. I'm sorry. Should have. Hello, Tia. Should you stop courting? I haven't heard that word in years. Should you stop courting Nerissa? Let's see. Should you stop courting Nerissa? Thank you for the heart, me, my darling. Yes, you should stop courting Narissa, my darling. Okay, they're a snake. They're someone that isn't needed in your life. Okay, remove them. Will Elle marry you? Let's see. Let's see. Not at this moment, no. Alicia, didn't even know you had a cat. Is your cat Pookie still alive? Yes. Thank you, Tia. What would you like your reading on, my darling? And while I wait for that, Torin, can your business idea be successful for you? Of course it can. Of course it can, my darling. You just need to be blunt with yourself, okay? You've got new beginnings with it. What I will say, though, as this literally represents, have faith, okay? The cross, have faith, my darling, okay? Had to rehome him. Oh, sorry, boo. With your business venture, though, my darling, every business venture will be successful as long as you put the work in. Okay, there is no such thing as an idea that will never work. Every idea can work that a person has. It just might not be viable for that time. Thank you for the roses. Due to the fact that the equipment might not be there, you might not have the money. The human race might not be able to get it to that point just yet, because we haven't worked out the science behind it. Okay. So, for example, space, rockets. Okay, Elon Musk would not be able to make his rocket idea at the very start when he was a child, really, because it wasn't really a viable option. Whereas now he can successfully send a rocket into space. He has the resources now, and look, he is the richest man in the world. So do you see what I mean? Is every business venture can be successful as long as you put the work, the effort, and have the resources that is necessary. And if you don't have the resources, don't cry over it. Go and get them. Because that is where the adventure starts. Okay? Every adventure starts somewhere, and sometimes it's a little nightmare. Do I have Paige here, my darling? Sent on WhatsApp, thank you. But I say, where's my phone? Oh, I was meant to be reading that. Whoops. I'll read that later. I was in the middle of reading a message from a friend. And, I started reading, got distracted, and never went back to it. Whoops. That is such a me thing to do. Oh. Let's see. Hello from New Zealand. Hello from the UK back to you, my darling. I'd love to go to New Zealand. New Zealand looks a lovely place. She can't let go, my darling. Okay? No matter how much she wants her to, no matter how much he wants her to even, she won't let go. Okay? Is the Night Star mini read? I don't do readings through gifts, my darling. Only because it's going to cost you a lot more, because a mini read is £5. A mini read is £5. So you would have to double that to a £10 gift. See what I mean? Only because TikTok takes so much of the coins, so much of the money, for me to actually get the right amount, you would have to send double just so I actually get the £5, if you know what I mean. So I always do it through my Linktree. Okay? My Linktree takes anything, so my PayPal, so my Stripe, my Buy Me a Coffee, and my Ko-fi, they take anything from Amex to your debit card. They do. My PayPal just takes PayPal. So, okay, we can do that. I feel like it's separation. I feel like the divorce is being finalised within the next 3 days. Okay, so in his eyes, they're divorced. Okay, legally, no. Okay, legally. But that'll be in 3 days. Okay. So it's nothing to worry about, Boo. Okay, so let's have a look at the next stages and draw general. Let's see. How do you want me to split it? Do you want me to do it all as 10 minutes? Or do you want me to do 5 minutes from the general and 5 minutes of what's next for you and thingy? Like half and half. What would you like? Or do you want it like all just mushed as one? Okay, we do it as half and half, my darling. Just to make life easy. Okay, you're not picky, that's fair, Boo. So let's do question 2. What's next? That's one that we're on. Let's see. So, children. Kinky playing children. I'm not even making this up. Good morning, my dear. I had to show that. Children and kinky. Okay. Straight off the bat. Hello, Tammy. Children. So there's going to be planning. Okay. I feel like he's going to be planning without you planning, if you know what I mean, okay? I will check in a sec, Gorilla. Let me finish this reading. So what I will say here is that there is definitely going to be planning for the both of you. Thank you for the hand heart, my darling. Okay, and it does look like there is going to be a vibe. I also feel like he's looking at his money because I feel like he wants to start moving forwards with you as well. Okay, I feel like he is sorting it out. Summer is going to be amazing for the both of you. Okay, once the X is removed, the X will be removed permanently. He will not be going back. Yes, pregnancy. Okay. You two are going to start your planning very soon. Okay. You two are going to start your planning for kids very soon, to be quite frank, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's going to be showing loyalty. You guys will be meeting up again soon. Okay. As, not like relationship, but you two will be meeting up together. Okay. As acquaintances, seeing each other. Okay. The seers, you know. Seeing each other. But not dating just yet. Okay, as soon as the divorce is finalised, he'll start moving forwards with you, okay, my darling? What I would also say here is I feel like he does find you attractive. I feel like he is very into you. I feel like there is very much love. Communication's also going to pick up, my darling, okay? So we will see that as well. What I would also say here for you as well is the ex is going to be a little bit of a pain at first, okay? But I think he'll quickly remove her. Yeah, he'll quickly remove her, my darling. Okay, that marriage, that ring is for you. Okay, that ring is for you, my darling, so you need to have faith. Okay. We will talk about having kids, like, not surprised. No surprise pregnancy just yet. Okay. Do you want to know when you're going to have the surprise pregnancy? Because I've got the number straight in my head. I've got the month straight in my head. Let me know if you want to know. Okay. So what I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is there is going to be a scare. Okay, there is the surprise pregnancy coming. Okay. It is coming. Okay. So we are looking around about... So we're looking Taurus. That is when it's going to start. So we're looking around about May-ish. Okay. So around about May the 15th for the pregnancy. Okay, my darling. Around about May the 7th to May the 15th. Okay. Which I feel like is going to be very positive. Okay. About 7 days later, you will realise. Okay. You will feel very different about 7 days later. Okay. And this is what it's going to suggest that you are. Okay. So we do have that positivity as well, my darling. What I would also say with you as well is he is going to come forth, and I think that he's going to be an amazing father with you, an amazing person with you as well. Okay. What I will say here is hold back. Okay. You are doing fine. You and him are perfect. Thank you for the heart, me, my darling. But you are scaring yourself. You're too held tight on it. Okay, my darling. So stop scaring yourself with it, because you two will work out perfectly, okay? But more talks, getting into a relationship and engagement is on the way for you, okay? How will you be with your son? Fine. I see no negativity. Your son, on the other hand, might struggle a little bit. But, so the Pisces will be fine with your son, but your son might not necessarily be fine with the Pisces. Okay, your son might struggle with the Pisces. Okay, at first. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's just your son protecting himself. Okay, your Pisces is up for this. Your Pisces really wants this to work, really wants you guys to go forwards and everything. But at the moment, your son's a little bit like, do I really want this? Okay, so your son might be struggling slightly, yeah. Your son will be the one that struggles, not the Pisces, okay, babe? So nothing bad. Okay, now let's look into you. Okay, let's look into your general. Let's see what you need to know. Oh, the engagement will be... We're looking 2 to 3 years. Okay. 2 to 3 years. Both sons will get on fine. They won't have a problem with each other. Okay, but your son and the Pisces might. The Pisces will be fine, but your son won't. But your son and his son, completely fine. Okay. Right, let's look into you. Let's see what you need to know. You need to slow down, my darling. Okay, you're harming yourself. You need to relax a little bit more. Okay. What I would say here is you need to change your scenery. Maybe a holiday might help you out. We're looking around about the sea. Okay, my darling. You need a surprise getaway for yourself. So almost one that isn't really planned, where you just do it because you can. Okay, and do it because you want to. Okay, my darling, you need to. Okay, and I think that this will help you out mentally more as well. Your luck is changing for the better, my darling. Thank you for the roses. Got a snake as well. So yeah, you need to be careful of yourself. You're losing faith in yourself, my darling. It's almost like you're not trusting what one needs to. And you're harming yourself. You're I wouldn't say you're failing, but you're harming yourself. You're not bringing yourself the joy that you need or the trust. So what I would say here is try and find your trust and try and find your love for yourself. Okay, my darling? Once you do that, you will be better. Okay? Does that make sense? Of course you can, Ollie. I've got one person in front of you, Ollie. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? And while I wait for that, can I have... can Gorlilo just pop their question in the chat for their yes or no? You're a bit nervous about work moving. Don't be nervous, my darling. Don't be nervous. Okay. Don't be. Okay, you'll be fine. Okay. And this is why I think you need that little holiday, okay, boo? Thank you, Kettle. She'll be after this, yes or no, okay, boo? But yeah, okay. So does that make sense, boo? It does. Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense. I got told me and my partner's visa would be approved next week. Can you confirm? Let's see. early next week. So we're looking from Monday to Wednesday. Okay, Monday to Wednesday, my darling. Okay. Hello, Tia. Don't know why I said hello, Tia. Hello, Tass, even. Yes, worry. I don't mean... One sec. I have to type this because I can't say it. I've sent you a voice note, my darling, just so I don't get banned. Thank you for the share. Oh my god. Ollie has shared my live for the first time ever. There isn't a long wait, my darling. Second time, actually. When was the other time you sent it? I've never seen you share it. Do I have Kelly? Please, yesterday. Okay. Still. So it's Kelly, then it's Ollie. Kelly, then it's Ollie. Hello, Kels. What would you like your reading on, boo? Or is it in the PayPal? Don't know why the fuck that scared the life out of me. They've stopped barking now. I didn't want your guys' ears to get hurt as much. So, when you say forward movements, my darling, what do you mean? Is it like him coming forwards to you? Would that be correct? So, like, how do I explain this? Ooh, give myself cramp there. So, like, him coming towards you, what's going to happen next? Is it that sort of thing? Thank you for the follow. We become partners. Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. Hello, Gert. So would you like a general to see what's going to happen? See the general vibe, general energy. Would that be correct? Thank you for the follow. Hello. Yes. Okay. What do I want to use for that? Let me change decks. Thank you for the share. Right, let's see what you get, Boo. Thank you for the heart puffs, Boo. So, well, he wants joy, he wants happiness, but I feel like he's trying to remove his past, okay? Has he had a bit of a negative past, my darling, especially a little bit financially, but mostly emotionally? Like where he treats other people before he treats himself, like he helps other people more, so it's almost like he's changing. Have you seen a difference in dynamics? Thank you for the share, because that's what it feels like here. Thank you for the gifts. But it feels like he's trying to change himself. Absolutely, yes, I thought so. Okay, this would explain why he's a little further back than you would expect. It's because he's putting himself forwards at first, and then he's going to start putting other people. But as he gets more comfortable with you, he would then start putting you at the same level as him. Thank you for the gifts, my darling. Okay, so what I would say here is right now, he's just looking after himself because he's looked after people for so long and trusted people for so long, but they've never delivered. He's now basically vetting you. Okay, he's vetting you. He's making sure you're worth his time and effort. Okay, not in a bad way, not in a negative way, but he wants to make sure it's going to be legit and it's going to stay and you're not just there for him giving you basically free shit. Okay. So what I would say here is don't think of it negatively as in him vetting you. Think of it of, oh, he's vetting me and making sure that we are worth it. And this is what you should be doing as well, is you should be vetting him and making sure that he is fine for you. Okay, because I feel like you're both the same. Bit scarily the same. Okay, you always put people before you. You always make sure people are happy. And then you pay your bills and then you look at yourself. Okay, you don't really treat yourself enough. And I feel like you should be doing the same as him, cutting out the people that are negative and that want to use you. Okay, and this is why you two have attracted each other, because of the fact that you both are the same when it comes to being so kind and helping other people. Okay, is I feel like sometimes you may have attracted that too much. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he really does want to help you out, and I feel like he really does want this relationship to work, and I feel like he is looking at it to work. I feel at the end of the day he is going to protect himself, but the trust will come in about a week to 2 weeks. We're looking at the trust changing for the better. Okay. In about 2 weeks' time, you're going to see his love life getting better with you, and he is going to become more honest with you as well. What you will also see here is his judgments will change for the better as well, my darling. So you'll see that he'll start treating you more, he'll start texting you more, okay, and start giving you more time, okay. In a month, you'll start actually properly dating, where you're seeing each other, where you're going out more, okay, and where you guys literally see each other more than you see your own damn family, okay. In 6 months, you will start to notice that you two will start to get into the moving in process, okay, where you get so comfortable you might start sharing a bed. Wink, wink, if you get what I mean. Okay, my darling. So we do have that as well. Okay. I feel like that is one of the positives. Okay. I'm going to pretend I know what wavered means. What I would say here for you as well, my darling, is you need to relax. Okay, like I said, take your energy back and relax. Okay, it changed. Ah, bro. Thank you, boo. What I would say here is you're no longer going to feel single. You're no longer going to feel like you're alone. Because you're not. Okay? You have everything that you need and everything that you could desire. So keep it. Keep it. Okay? You've got a lot on your plate. The relationship isn't needed to be one of them, though. Okay? So what I want you to do is put the relationship on a different plate. Put it on the silver platter. Okay? Which is what it's needed to go on. Put it on the silver platter, my darling. Okay? All the other crap can go on like a china plate. The love, I want to be put on like a diamond, gold, something exotic. Okay? Because that's the goal. That's your goal. That's not what's happening. That's your goal to get to. Okay? And it will happen. In 2 years' time, you'll start looking at proposal. Okay, so it'll take about 2 to 3 years for him to propose. Okay, in about 4 to 6 years, you're looking at marriage. Okay. Now, obviously, that can come quicker, but you need to do everything else a lot quicker. Okay. So do remember that. I also see that you are getting the balance that you desire and that you need. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is it is going to be a stronger relationship than you thought. Have people in the past told you that you two ain't going to work? Thank you for the heart me. And have they gone like, this relationship's not going to work, it's going to go to shit? And that's like your friends saying that, that's other people saying that, like they're like, this isn't going to work. What I want you to do is prove them wrong. Okay? I want you to prove them wrong, and you're going to make it work. Okay? You're going to make it work, and you're going to make it happen. Yes, it will. Okay? You just need to stop being conflicted inside. Okay? And once you stop being conflicted, boom, you're there. Okay, boo? Boom, you are there. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that reading make sense, even? Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense. Oh, believe in yourself more. Oh. You're welcome, my darling. I coughed too hard, then I almost coughed my lungs up. Right, Ollie, you're next, my darling. What? I know you've sent it me on something, but what have you sent it me on? I got a notification, but I swiped it away by accident. Ollie, never say yo. Never ever say yo again. That is not you. I've known you for a long time. I've known you for about 3 or 4 years on and off while you've worked at a club, and you've never said yo. You've never gone yo. Graham, thank you. Next, you'll have shaved your goatee off. No, you haven't. Last time you said that you used AI. I want a video proving it. Right, let's have a look at what you get, Ollie. Welcome into everyone joining. You've only done 12 posts on Instagram, Ollie? Weird person. Can you get a reading on A? Let's have a look. Deleted some. I've done... How many posts have I done on Insta? 432. And before I do your reading, Ollie, let me just show you how sad I am. On Twitter, I've done 2,100 posts. Right, let's see what you get, Ollie. At least you're now following less than 2k. I won't tell you how many following on Facebook. I'm following over 1,600. Right, Ollie. Okay, Her energy isn't very positive at the moment, my darling. It's very low. Okay, and I don't think it's anything to do with you. I feel like she realises that she miscommunicated her intuition and didn't actually fall for the right person. And I feel like she's in a little bit of despair at the moment, my darling. Okay, a little bit low. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is the passion is misfortuned. It's moved away. Okay. What I would say, Alicia, what I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel like it is going to build up. It is going to get better. It is going to be ever so slightly held back, but I don't think it's held back for a negative. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like they really want to make it work with you. I feel like they really want to come forward. I feel like they want a friendship more than anything, and I think that they are thinking about it, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like fortune is on your side, but you need to stop stabbing yourself in the back. Okay, but fortune is on your side in a good way. At the same time, what I'd also say for you as well, my darling, is life is going to start picking up for you. Okay, and it is going to start getting easier. I feel like they are conflicted inside, but I do feel like they are still trying to work it out. But we do definitely have conflict on the inside, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, if you're blessing the first 5 lives, bless me and I'll leave you. If you don't bless me, I will remove you. Let's put it that way. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is she is realising her downfall. Can she feel you happier? No. Death card. Okay, no. Not right now. Okay? She will do soon, but just not at the moment. Okay, it's just not something that she can feel. As she's focusing on herself more than anything. Okay, my darling? What I would say here, though, is it will get better. You will start seeing that she is starting to feel your emotions later on. Okay? October's going to be a good month. I think that's when the emotions are going to be most strong between the both of you. Okay, it's October. Okay, my sweet. What I would also say here for you guys as well is communication is going to pick up. I feel like a friendship is going to start between the both of you first more than anything, okay? And then I feel like it is going to pick up between the both of you, okay, my darling? So it will get better and it will get easier. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like she wants to work on the love, but I feel like she's defensive. I think friendship is the thing that she wants more than anything, okay? Ollie, you were the one that confessed your love first. About a year or 2 ago now. Okay, so I think that answers your question. It's you. It's you, my darling. Okay. But no, it will work out. It'll just take some time. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Brilliant. Right, yes or no's are back on the market. Okay. I don't mind shaking Ollie. I can shake him good. Don't dare me, Ollie, because I will do it. You wish someone... Ollie, Alicia wants shaking. Should you stay no contact with L? Let's see, my darling. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Ba, 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 ba. Will you move abroad this year? Let's see. I feel like you will. We're looking around about the 5th month of the year, okay? So January, February, March, April, May. Okay. Will you get a job? Let's see. Will you get a job? Yes. Again, May. Will Nick talk to you soon? Let's see. Let's see. Will Nick talk to you soon? Not soon, but they will talk to you. Okay. Did A see you today? Let's see. No. She thought she did, but she didn't. Ash, are you and S right for each other? You are, but you hold a lot of stress, my darling. You are right for each other, but you hold a lot of stress, you do. And that's why you're being held back. Your school exams results will be out this week. Will you pass? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Where else am I live? Where am I not live? I'm live on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. And I will be adding some other adding some other things later. Because I'm now plugged into my wall. And I will be thank you for the follow. I will be adding Twitter when my subscription runs out and I up it. I can actually tell you when that is. Premium. Manage subscription. Because I pay yearly. I do. One sec. Subscriptions. So on the 23rd of August is when I'll be live on Twitter. Are you under the same name on YouTube? I am. Card readings with Jamie. You didn't get your answer? What was your question, boo? I mean, if you didn't get your answer, just go over to YouTube and it'll be on there. If I answered it. I don't think I did, though. Is anyone else going to come into your life this year? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Summertime. You found out your husband cheating on you. He said he will stop, but is he still in... Honey. Once they're a cheater, they're always a cheater. Remove them. Was it H the first person to see the reel just now? Let's see. Yes. You're welcome. What was your question, boo? You've just outed yourself. Will she come back to you? Let's see. Will she come back to you? Yes. Not straight away, but they will. Thank you for the gifts, my darlings. Will your husband get his health under control? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Oh, Lindsay, the answer was a yes to your question, boo. The answer was a yes. Will you end up getting back with C? Let's see. Will you end up getting back with C? Let's have a look. You will in 10 months. Following here. Thank you, my darling. S, the answer was yes. Pardon me. Is AK the right guy for you? Let's see. Yes. Thank you for the follow. You didn't get an answer. What was your question? Remember, guys, 3 yes or no's doesn't mean that you're going to be guaranteed a yes or no. Thank you for the follow. Especially on a paid live. Remember, me doing yes or no's for free is a blessing. I don't have to do them. So please don't say I didn't get an answer or you haven't answered me. I'm not going to answer every single question that comes my way. Especially when it's just when I see them I can answer them. Okay, but you have to remember I am streaming I'm streaming to 5 platforms at once. I have 5 different things going up. I can't see everything. So do remember that. Will you be a grandmother again soon? Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for the roses, my darlings. Yes. Remember, if you want a guaranteed question, you can pay. Can I send paid gift instead of doing PayPal? So you don't have to do PayPal, my darling. You can do Stripe, Buy Me a Coffee, or Ko-fi. But if you do it through gifts, it's double the price. It is. Because to get, so for example, if you want a £5 reading, it's 1,000 coins. If you wanted a £10 reading, it's 2,000 coins. And I have to double it because TikTok takes a percentage. And to get the money, I have to double it so I get the correct amount. Will R reach out to reconcile with you tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. How do you buy coffee? Love that. Link in bio. It is. If I do this, will it give you the link? I don't know. No, it just does it for Streamlabs. Not Streamlabs. It just does it for YouTube and Twitch. It was worth a try. Let me see if I can do it here. That might work, it might not. I don't know if it will. Thank you for the love, my darling. No, it doesn't. So yeah, it's in my bio, my darling. If you're on TikTok. Will you get back to E's house, please? Let's see. Yes. Will you pass your test on a 2nd attempt? You will, my darling. Okay. Your problem on your first one is the fact that you stressed too much. You didn't think. You were just overthinking. Okay. Your second time, you're not going to overthink, my darling. You're going to think correctly and you're just going to be you. Okay. You're not going to overthink it. Okay. So don't worry. Hello, Anya, my darling. How are you? How are you, my darling? How much is it? If you go into my link tree, it's got my price list there. Okay, it's the Google Docs. It is. I can actually read that out if you give me 1 second. I'm not a pronoun user, my darling. I'm just a he, him, and that's it. I've never been anything else, and never will be. Am I even in the right documents? Yeah, I am. So it is £1 for 1 card, £2 for 2 card, £3 for 3 card, £4 for Celtic Cross, £5 for a mini, £10 for a full. 15 for pendulum, 22 for major arcana reading, 33 for 1 month forecast. Extra months up to a year are £10 extra. Okay. 44 for Witches rune reading, 55 for Tough Love / Empowerment Tarot or Oracle reading, 66 for Future Life reading. I do need your age for that one. 77 for a Crystal Ball reading, 88 for lithomancy reading, and £100 for a psychic reading using no tools. If you can't remember it, my darling, link in bio, and it's got my price list right there. Okay, it's got my price list. I'm just reading the same price list as is in my link tree. So I don't expect you to remember it, because even I can't. Even I have to relook and check. Thank you for the night. Thank you for that gift, my darling. I didn't get to see the name fully, but thank you, boo. One card. One card. Literally. Like, you get one card. What is it? You ask your question and I read the one card. I don't know how else to explain that one. It's literally like one card. So it's a normal reading just with one card. So for two cards, so 100 coins is £1, so you'd have to send 200 coins for one card. You'd have to send 400 coins for two cards, my darling. Thank you for the follow. I had to think then. My poor brain. Mia! Lovely name, my darling. What would you like your reading on, boo? I've lost what I was looking for. I haven't seen your question, Amreen, but I wasn't looking at chat for a minute because I was looking at my price list. Sorry, boo. So I don't think you're being filtered. I think that was just me not looking at chat. Thank you for the follow. And again, brilliant. So do you want like just like a general sort of reading, like an uplifting sort of reading, my darling? Is that correct? And while I wait for that, will admin reply to your message? Let's see. Yes. I'm back on at 2 o'clock doing a co-host. I am. I'm in my own head at the moment, so need some guidance. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. So, I know to do the co-host, I've got to use TikTok's streaming service. So I've got to actually stream through TikTok on my laptop, which I've never done. So it's going to be a good experiment. I have a lot of decks, don't judge. Ayo Ollie on YouTube. Or as your YouTube says, Oliver Lewis. Yeah, we can have a look at that, Mia. So Mia, I'm going to use Oracle cards for you. I am, and we're actually going to be using my first ever deck that I ever got. Okay, so you're lucky. I'm going to use one of my other favourite decks as well. Okay. I'm going to use that one first. LOD. Ah, the cards. I have a deck that is over 200. That was over £100. And I have a deck that was £4. So it depends what you buy, where you buy from. If you buy off Etsy, you're going to be paying a lot. If you buy from Amazon, you could pay literally like £1. You could pay like £4. Okay. Or you could just buy some playing cards and do cartomancy. I have over 60 playing card decks. So, Mia, let's see what you get, my darling. Ollie changed his name. So, my darling, you need to meditate a little bit. I feel like you're overthinking all your situations, but I don't think you're relaxing at all. I feel like you're overusing yourself. Okay. Have you had any time to yourself to relax? Like, have you actually physically sat down and read a book, or sat down and just sat there watching nature? Because I feel like you're always working, you're always on your own feet, you're always doing things to help other people, but you're never doing it for yourself. And then you're never ever getting time to relax apart from when you go to sleep. And I feel like it's almost like you just feel like you can't stop, like you have to keep going and going and going and going and going. Okay, what I would say here for you, my darling, is you need to slow down. Okay, you can get all the answers, you can get everything that you want once you slow down. Okay, you want people, you can get people coming your way. You want people to come into your life, you can get people coming into your life once you slow down. Okay, let go of your past. Okay. Allow your future to flow through you. Okay, to enter you. Okay, allow your future to follow you. Okay, my darling, and flow through your veins. Okay, my sweet. You need to burn all of that negativity. It is not needed. Okay, you need to burn it, remove it, and get away from it. Okay, but you need to learn to actually allow people in, allow people to help you. Okay, instead of being there like, I don't need help, I can survive on my own, I'm good, I can do this, I can do that. You can't. Okay, you need to accept the help from other people and allow it in. Okay, you need to find that balance again, because your angels want to help guide you, but they can't show you the light when you're not asking for the help that is necessary. Okay, you have a lot of abundance coming your way, my darling, a lot of abundant energy coming your way as well, my sweetie. Okay, and that is due to people helping you out. That is due to people giving you what you need, not what you want. Okay, so your life is about to get 20 times easier because you've allowed people in. Okay, thank you for the follow. Okay, so if you keep allowing people in, my darling, it's going to keep getting easier. It's going to keep going your way. Okay, you need to learn to reflect a little bit more. Okay, thank you for the follow. Okay, what I would also say for you as well, my darling, is you have a higher opening coming your way. Okay, you need to find your sanctuary as well. Okay, find where you feel lightened, find where you feel happy. Okay, and just be still. Have you walked in nature recently, like gone to a forest? Like in England, we got something called Forest of Dean. We've got the Lake District. We've got hills and hills and mountains in Scotland and Wales. Have you done anything like that at all in the recent months? We can have a look at that, my darling. Not recently. Go and do that then. I'm going to be very harsh to you. Go and do that. Okay, and let go. Your mental health is shite. Okay, we've seen that. Your mental health is fully shite. Okay. What I would say here is your medical side. I don't see there's anything wrong necessarily. Okay, hello, my darling. Your breathing's out. I would say that your breathing is out. You feel? Do you have a fear of an underlying condition that could be fatal? Because I see a fear of something that isn't there, and it feels like someone's scared of something fatal when there's nothing fatal there. Just want to work out if that's you or someone else that you know. Not sure. That's fine. If you're not sure, that's fine, my darling. Don't worry. What I would say here is, to be quite frank, your health is fine. I think that there might be some problems with the liver, okay, and maybe the kidney, But I don't see any problems with the heart. I don't see any problems with your brain or anything like that. Okay. What I would say is maybe your vitamin D levels is slightly down in your vitamin C. So you might find something in that. What I would also say here is maybe the enzymes have spiked slightly, but I wouldn't really say there's anything negative like needing an operation or anything like that. Okay. There's nothing like that coming towards you. Okay. If you'd like a card, link in bio. Because I feel like you're fine. I really do. Okay, I wouldn't say that you need to be worried at all. Okay, I do think that you're worrying over nothing, to be quite frank. And that could be causing your stress levels to go up, which is causing your mental health to go negative as well. Okay, because you're overstressing over something that doesn't need it. Okay, I think whatever it is that you got, there's medication that can sort. Okay, so I wouldn't say there's anything that can't be sorted. Okay, my darling. And before you ask, there is no big C. Okay. There's nothing like that. Okay, my darling. You're about to find your sanctuary and you will get the peace that you need. Once you've been for the test, you'll have your joy. Okay, you will have your joy, my darling. Okay, and you won't be worrying anymore. Okay. I can tell you that they will not find anything for you to worry about. Okay, my darling. But what I would say for you is you just need to, like, slow down. Okay? The reason why you're having this medical scare is because you're too busy for yourself. You're doing too much. Okay, so slow down, my dear. Slow right down. Okay, and you will be completely fine. Okay? Thank you for the heart me, thank you for the follow. Other than that, you're clear. Okay, I see nothing. Okay, I see you got burning passion, joy, very smart. Okay, you're always trying to expand yourself. You're always trying to move forwards. Okay. You just need to slow down. Okay, boo? You're burnt out. You're overworked and burnt out. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? If you want to know what I say about you, link in bio, my darlings. Thank you so much, needed. Yes, sense. If my prayers to my past ones been heard. Your prayers have been heard, my darling. Okay, your prayers will always be heard. Okay, so when you pray to your past loved ones and when you pray to your gods, the universe, it's always heard. It's not always done, but they're always heard. Okay, every prayer gets heard. They do. Okay, yours will be answered. Okay, so been heard and they'll be answered. Okay, so yes. Okay, boo. But yeah, hope that helps. Thank you for the follow. But I haven't used that deck in ages. Are you being filtered? No, I'm just ignoring the questions right now while I was doing the reading, my darling. Okay. So I was genuinely ignoring everything at that moment. Okay. That's not you being filtered. Thank you, my darling. You're next, I think. Honestly, thank you. Do I do mediumship? I don't. Well, not by choice. Okay. Every mediumship I do is by accident. It is. Okay. Every mediumship I've done is always by accident. I wish I could do it. Well, I could choose to do it. I really do. But for some reason, mine's just like, nah. You can do it when I tell you. It's a bloody pain in my ass. Good morning, my darling. So yeah, I wish I could say yes to that. I will tell you something. You can barely hear it. Guys, my mum's just going to use the vacuum. Let me know if you can hear it, because I want to see if it's, how quiet it is. Can you do mediumship? Let's see, Alicia. Not at the moment, but you're learning, okay? So the more you learn, you will be able to, okay, my darling? Alright, let me write this one in my list, and then I can go on to the next person. And for the person that said there's only one true God, there is not one true God. Even in the Bible it says there's not one true God. Okay, even in the Bible it says there's multiple gods. It just forces you to believe in one. So, instead of spouting lies, learn your own Bible first. Can you do mediumship, Jay? Let's see. Yes, you can, my darling, yes. Right, let's see who's next. I do wish people would learn the Bible before they try and quote it. It would make my life so much more easier. Who in the hell is this? It is someone I don't know. My Discord just went, this may be someone you don't know. I was there like, it is, but they might be in a community that I'm in. That's point. Let me just check. Are they in a community I'm in? Don't think so. I'm good. May I ask who you are? Right, do I have Michelle? I think that's how I say it. Thank you for the follow. I could be saying it wrong. I'm sorry if I am. Do I have a Michelle? M-H-C... M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. What would you like your question on, Boo? So I just pulling my trousers down. They were too high. It wasn't comfy. Will your daughter be pregnant this year? Wow. We're all going for big questions, aren't we? Let's have a look. Will your daughter be pregnant this year? Give me 1 second and I'll have a look. Let's see. Will your daughter get pregnant this year? Thank you for the heart, me. Yes. She will, my darling, yes. And we're looking around about 3 to 4 months before successful pregnancy. Okay. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, we're looking at 3 to 4 months before a successful pregnancy. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to know, my darling? Will money be good this year for you? Let's see. Let's see. Not this year, no. Okay, it won't be bad. It just isn't going to be amazing. Okay. Alicia says, is your mum using the old-fashioned Henry Hoover? Oh, shit. Jesus. That's what she's using. A posh shark. Oh no, Stratus. Oh, it is a shark. Let's move this over here. There you go. There you go. You need that? Well, my auntie got it for Christmas. My mum liked it so much, she bought it. Because I said, Mum... That's what I said. My mum liked my auntie so much that my mum bought one. Same thing as I said. That's correct before. So yeah, she bought one. Done the money will be good this year. What's your next question, Boo? Can someone block in the right mind, please? I want them blocked. I want them gone. But yeah, what's your next question, Boo? You've got 7 more. Thank you for the follow. And then a 10th one can be a reading if you want it to be. Or you can just have a reading now. It's up to you, Boo. Thank you for the follow. Will this year look good for love? Let's see. If you'd like a reading, link in bio, my darling. Will she be good in love? Let's see. Yes, very good in love for you, my darling, yes. Okay, it will start within about a week. Okay. So, with the reading, is that like a gem or the just go with the flow one, my darling? Okie dokie. Let me change decks again. Right, so this is going to be a fun one. Just before I do the reading, it's just this person on the list. Before I do the reading, this person that had added me just said, I'm a verified streamer earning 16 hours. How long have you been streaming? So I put 9 years and I earn more than that. If you're going to try and flex on me, I'll flex on you more. Right, let's see what you get, boo. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Ah, you numpty. You're an absolute numpty, my darling. Where's your focus in self-love? Okay, because I feel like you're damaging yourself by trying to do many, many things, but you're overworking your body. What I also feel here is the stuff that you put in your body isn't as nutritious as it could be, so you're damaging your insides as well, my darling. I feel like you're looking to get more healthy, you want to get more healthy, and you want to look better than you think that you do. Okay? I personally think that you look fine, but I feel like with your health goal, is if you want to get a better health goal, my darling, you've got to start looking at your nutritional value that is coming in towards you. Okay. Do you see what I mean? Is if you want it to work out, is you've got to really help yourself out. Okay. Hello, Debs. What I would also say here as well is you will get the balance that you need, my darling, but you have to have a balanced diet, which you do not have. Jordan, thank you for the 2222, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like, yeah, you're holding yourself back. You're even holding your mental health back, my darling. Put your mental health first now, okay? I'm commanding you to put your mental health first, to be quite frank. Okay? You need to learn to rest more as well. Your resting is awful. Thank you for the roses. Okay? So we need to find that self-love. We then need to find that healthy diet. Okay? Now, a healthy diet isn't always like cutting out fatty foods. It's not always cutting out all the bad stuff. A healthy diet is finding a mix, and I trust me, I need to follow this as well. I'm shit. But a healthy diet is finding a balance. As a great person once said, is you can still eat what you like within moderation. So you could still have a chocolate every now and then, and you're still being healthy. A healthy diet isn't about eating salad all the time. Okay? It's not about going on a bloody treadmill for 8 hours a day or going to a gym like a rat. What it is about finding that balance where you're not putting as much calories in as you're burning off. So you need to be burning more calories than you are taking in. Okay, again, I am fat. I need to take my own advice. Okay, I am actually obese. Okay, so what you need to do is look at your healthy side. Look at what you're eating, but don't. What you've done is you've removed all the shit. You've gone, right, I'm not eating takeaway. I'm not eating a nice 16-inch pizza with extra cheese, fatty food melted on top of it. You've just completely removed it. Okay. What you need to do, and to be quite frank, this will stop you from doing cheat days. Cheat days are a load of bollocks. They are. Okay. I'm not going to say sorry for my language because I don't care. It's a load of bollocks, a cheat day. You could eat your normal amount of food every day. So a human body for a male is about 2,000 and something calories a day for a male. A woman is under slightly. Okay. So for you, Welly, I don't know what your gender is, but work out your normal weight, what you are now. Get yourself a weight goal, and there's an app which I'm going to get my mum to quickly look at, which would be quite good if you want to look at your calorie intake as well. Okay, so you're female, so yeah, find the female calories that you're meant to take in, but also look at your age gap, because every age gap has a different calorie intake to what they burn. Okay, so please have a look at that. Should also like to know the app, please, that you use. Thank you. I will be joining this app. I have got myself a voucher to go and join it. But yeah, so what you need to do is look at your calorie intake, look at your intake mentally. But also the reason why your mental health is down, my darling, is the fact that you're thinking too much about this diet. Okay? In my eyes, no such thing as a diet, because what you've got to realise is that's just like a medical thing. Okay, and that takes all the fun out of it because then you're thinking, I've got to do this. If you just do it because you want to and because you want to feel good about yourself, then it's no longer a diet, it just becomes your natural eating. For example, my mum had, I think it was a gallbladder, wasn't it? So she had gallstones. Now, the doctor said to her is she would need an operation. It was going to be a long list. My mum said, I'm fine. I'll go without the operation. She went for years and years and years and years and years without an operation before it got to the point where she was on the floor. I'm not joking, we had to call an ambulance. But she went years and she defied the doctor. And the doctor said, you'll be back within the next couple of months. And she went, no, I'm not. And she never came back for years. Okay, and that's because she dieted. And she didn't diet because she necessarily wanted to or because she had to. But she dieted because she chose to, because she didn't want to take the easy way out, because it wasn't necessary. Okay, and she's found new foods that she likes. And to her, it's no longer a diet. It's just a natural way of eating and a normal way of eating. Okay, so what you've got to work out is what is your normal way of eating and how much do you want to take in to how much do you want to lose. Okay, so go to calculation.net. Sorry, my dyslexia. Go to calculator.net and input info into it. I am reading it. And then put the info into TDEE calculator to find out the optimum keyword there, calorie intake. Okay. Once you do that, the app for you, my darling, is called Calorie Tracker. That says calorie. Oh, the Calorie Tracker app is called NutriCheck. Okay, that'll be a good one for you. Okay, my darling. So I've got dyslexia. Reading things is not easy. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so that will help you out. Okay, but the nice thing about the app, I have a limited knowledge of it, but I'm still signing up, is it tracks how much you intake. So what you have to do is every time you want to eat something, you either write it down and manually input it, or you take a photo of the QR code, of the barcode, okay? And it will tell you how many calories you have left to eat that day. Okay, now you don't have to eat all your calories that day. You can go some days where you don't actually eat the amount of calories that you are designated, and then you can send that over to the next day and have maybe some more calories because you've moved it over. Okay, do you remember in maths where you would have an extra number and then you have to like carry it over? That's basically what it does here, is you just carry it over to the next day. Okay, and this will help your mental health, Welly. Okay, this will help your mental health massively. I don't know yet. Okay, and once you do that, you will have a better mental health, you will have better health, and you will actually have a better mentality to life, to the point where you think, oh, I don't mind living a little longer, I don't mind doing this. Okay, my darling. And you won't be so negative in the mind. Do you see what I mean, my darling? And does that reading make sense, boo? But you will also find the partners that you want. You'll find everything that you need in the friendship. Okay? You will have everything that is designated once you start treating your body like a temple. Okay? Does that make sense? Brilliant. I'm glad that resonates, my darling. And my darlings, I'll tell you how many cards that was to do that reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 cards to give that much information in 8 minutes. Okay. Right, I am going to close my list, my darlings, and there is a reason because I've got 22 to do. But yeah, I'm glad that made sense. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Oh, don't be sorry, Jordan. I like a 22. Well, if you message me on TikTok, my darling, and we can send the information. Well, Mum will send the information for me because she knows all the information about the app. I don't know anything much about it, okay? So if you message me, and I'll get her to message you on my account, okay? Only if you want to. You don't have to. It is up to you, my darling. Okay, and he'll just give you some more information about it, okay? I will tell you this, though, the app does cost a subscription. It's not free, okay? It's about £3 a month, so it is worth it. And remember, it helps your health out. So anything that helps your health is worth money. Okay, shut up. I know what you're thinking. Pardon? Yes. Okay. But yeah, I hope that helps, my darling. Do I have Jordan ready for his 22-22? And if I do, can he please pop the question in the chat? That'd be absolutely brilliant. I will be back at 2 PM on a co-host. Okay, I will be co-hosting. At 2 PM. Oh, I've co-hosted many times, just not in the last couple of years. Just around love life, and will it improve this year? Sure. Can I ask, I know you're male, my darling, but can I ask your orientation, please? Is it male or female that you like? Or both? And are you in a relationship or wanting to be in one? They're the only two answers that I need. I mean, you could be a female Jordan. I don't know. I've never heard of a female Jordan. So if you are, please do correct me. So male, gay, and single. Brilliant. Thank you, my darling. Bro. So let's see what you get, boo. Let's have a look. No, my whole list is closed, boo, because I need to have a break before 2 PM. I do need a break. So, for you, my darling, is we do actually have love coming towards you, okay? We're looking around about March, okay? We got March for someone coming in, okay, boo? What I would also say this as well is I feel like this is going to be a very positive person, okay? Someone that you've been looking for quite a while, someone that actually meets your expectations. They're about 3 years older than you, to be quite frank, my darling, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is they're very old-fashioned in the head, though. Okay, so they're a little bit older than you, but they are a little bit old-fashioned as well, which is brilliant, okay? Which means that they're not going to be going too fast, okay, and not too slow. They're actually going at the perfect pace for you, to be quite frank, my darling, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like this is actually going to open up the relationship more. I also feel like you guys have a lot in common. Okay, thank you for the heart me, by the way. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this person is a Taurus that will be coming towards you. They are quite attracted to Scorpios, okay, but they're settled for any sort of star sign as long as the personality is sweet. Okay, you have a personality of a Scorpio, to be quite frank. Okay, so I think that they will settle for you. I don't mean settle in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. But I do feel that they will go for you, my darling, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet. Ooh, they're not controlling at all, but I feel like they've been in a bit of a negative relationships in the past. We do have stubbornness here, okay? They are a little bit stubborn every now and then, my darling, where they do feel like sometimes they are righting you wrong. Okay, so you will have some arguments every now and then, but nothing too hard or negative, okay? It'll be quite easy to get over, to be quite frank. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like they do think very heavily on you, okay, and they will be, okay, my darling. I feel like they do work, okay, they do work, okay. A family isn't their goal. They have one, but it's not like a life or death situation, okay, my darling. So if you don't want a family, they don't really care. If you want one, they go for it, okay? It's not a massive part of their life. It's not their life or death situation. Their main fear is being cheated on. They have been cheated on in the past, okay? They have been cheated on in the past. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like they're going to be very honest. They're very blunt, okay? As balanced as a Libra, but as blunt as can be, okay? Tauruses are one of the most blunt star signs I find, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like they work more with their hands, okay? So if you've got any hand jobs that are needed, they'll be very good at that, okay? So for example, putting up shelves, changing like pipes and stuff, they're very handy, okay, if you get what I mean, okay. We're looking at more like a carpenter slash builder role that they might be, okay, and we're looking at the fact that they work for themselves, okay, my darling. Nationality, how do you say it? Nationality. There we go. Okay. We're looking for more around Germany for this one. Okay. So we are looking at Germany for their nationality. I can't say it today, my darling. There's words that sometimes I just cannot say. Like testosterone. I can say it today. Okay. But you know what I mean. Okay, boo. What I would also say here is they've had their tower moment for the last 6 years. Okay, so they've had a really negative time for about 6 years, and they're just getting positive again. Okay. What I would say here for you is you are going to have to be patient, okay? They are not going to trust you straight away, my darling. There is going to be that negative vibe there. There is going to be that held back feeling there as well, my darling. Okay? It will take time to trust, but they will trust. Okay? What I would also say here is I feel like they're very intuitive, okay? They're very intuitive, my darling, and they know how to use their brain in the correct way. They know what to do and how to do it, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like they will always work out, okay? They are one of the most positive people you will see, but deep down they're still hurting. Okay, so you will think for the follow. So you will see the positive, but you won't actually understand it, okay? Because they're not. They are negative on the inside. I just feel like they're pretending to be very positive because they almost don't know how to say their feelings, allow their feelings out, or allow people to see them or understand them, okay? So this could be one of the negative things here, is you might have to try and unlock them. It is going to be hard, but it is going to be worth it, okay? A little bit more than a little bit of a mask, my darling. But yes, nonetheless, masking, yes, okay. Slightly more than a little. What I will also say here for you as well is this person earns more than 30,000 a year. Okay. This person earns a lot. Okay. We're looking around about 45 to around about 48 a year. Okay. So you do earn quite a lot, my darling. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is they will remove you in a heartbeat if you break their trust. You get one chance. Okay? They've been broken that many times, you get one chance. Fail it, you're done. Okay? Now, to break their trust, you have to do a lot to break it. Okay? It doesn't just get broken like that. Okay? You have to do quite a lot to be able to break their trust. Okay, my darling? So what I would say here is you'll be fine. Okay, you will be fine. But to break it, you would probably have to, like, murder somebody, I'm not going to lie. Okay. So, yeah. You'll be fine in that aspect. Okay. This person, we're looking round about a nice 5'9", 5'10" in height. And about a size 9 to 10 shoe. Dirty to dark brown hair. Okay. Blue eyes. Medium-sized mouth. Full set of teeth, none fake. Very healthy. Okay. Very healthy. Quite muscly. Doesn't have a belly. Okay. He works a lot with his hands, works a lot with his body, so there is no negative health in his body. He's not as fat as me. Let's put it that way. What I will also say here for you as well. Okay. Very strong. Okay. But he's a cuddly bear. Okay. Good afternoon, my darling. He's a cuddly bear at the end of the day. Okay. He looks tough, but cuddly. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you so much for booking with me. Right, I'm going to pop off for now, guys. I'll be back at 2 p.m. That it will be only on TikTok, okay? So I'll be back on TikTok. I'll not be on anything else, okay? And that'll be UK time, okay, my darling? My darlings? Remember, it will not be a paid live because I'm co-hosting with somebody. We'll be doing readings together. It just won't be paid, okay? So Tulipit for now, thank you all so much for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, or day, depending on when you're watching this. And thank you all so much for your lovely gifts. And thank you for the lovely likes. Thank you for the 68.1k likes. Bye for now, my darlings. Mwah. Ta-ta.